Morning folks, welcome back to the channel. Well, we finally have a view of the lake. It's Memorial Day weekend. We wanted to come down for the day and get some more chores done, including clearing some more of the land for a better view. First thing I'm going to do here is mark some of these trees, like the live oaks and pecans. Last week we had an accident and took out one pecan that we really didn't want to lose, but accidents happen, so just trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. We brought the trolling motor and fishing gear, so maybe after some lunch we can go take a break and do some fishing. Just enjoy this beautiful place, time out on the lake with friends. We brought a tire repair kit and a compressor. We'll see if we can get that tire fixed on the backhoe. You remember that tire that we shredded on the skid steer? Well, didn't have time to get it pulled off, didn't have the right sockets last time, so we're going to try to give it a go this time and see how well it holds up to just that foam fill insert that's inside of it. See if it holds up for the day. Then at the end of the day we'll pull it off and take it back into town, take it to Bill Williams Tire, see if they can get us a new one. Also need to add some more feed to the pig trap, relocate the camera that's there so we can see down in the pig trap, know when we have something. So sit back, relax, grab a drink and a snack, join us as we get some more projects done here at Talbot Lake.
Do you want to mark any other ones there you want to save? I just
Sure.
don't want to cut anything in there that you want
Sure,
to
I'll
keep.
mark over there too.
Okay. If it's not marked, I'm going to cut it.
Just snip, snip. Right, Everett?
That's what the rabbi said.
It's like more help has arrived.
That's a good thing or a bad thing?
That's always good.
We've already got a rule going that we don't cut anything that's bigger than like our leg. So everything leg size and smaller is going to go. But like this one's, you know, it's like right in that leg size, maybe a little bit bigger, but I just want to make sure. And I'm just kind of going around and seeing what we got here.
You saying I got fat legs?
You got fat, hairy legs.
All right, well, I'm probably going to start down at that end
Okay.
and start piling up, and then I'll work my way this way.
All right. Everett and I are probably going to start with fixing the flat on the, you're going to have the backhoe, so we'll do, I'm sorry, you're going to have the skid steer.
Yep.
We're going to fix the flat on the backhoe, and then
Well, the nice thing about that flat is it's only flat on the
it's
bottom.
only flat on the bottom.
So it shouldn't take you long.
Well, I guess the big thing is I got to get back on the rim.
Oh.
So I don't care about the flat spot. We'll leave the flat spot, but I got to get it back on the rim. So, you know.
That's what she said.
What about the tire on the skid steer?
We're we've already said that it's no winter Pukaka no more, but it's solid rubber on the inside, so we're just gonna let it go. We brought impacts and stuff to take it off. We'll take it back to town with us tonight when we go, and Bill Williams Tire can fix it for us. They can fix anything. This was leftover that they had that they gave me a good deal on.
It's gonna need a lot of butter. You know what song I'm gonna put to this? You turn me right round, baby, right round.
I wouldn't know that song. I'm not old enough to know that song.
Yeah. I don't care. I'll take the copyright strike. I got to put that in.
I'm working on the railroad. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work we go. You're the little munchkin. You'd be over here doing that.
Shooting nuns with BB guns. Hi-ho.
I'd like to shoot you in the ass with a BB gun. Lay there in the tall grass and wait for the cops to come. Put a blood blister upon each butt. I'd like to shoot Sally Fields right square in the ass with a Red Ryder. BB gun. Oh.
Don't ever do that again.
That's an actual song.
Yeah, it's getting hung up on something.
No, stop, stop, stop. Come down as fast as you can. You gotta put some load on it. There you go. Honestly, I just let it go. Look at that hook.
When we first looked at it, it wasn't doing that.
No. Look at our hook up there, Paulie, at the very top. See above the pulleys? There's a hook. It should be an S-shaped hook, and now it's more of a upside down J. And we put too much feed in there. But now it's gonna have to sit here until we get another hook. Actually, I might have a hook. Let me look. 6 foot. 4 foot, 3, 2, 1, 6 inches, stop. And I still can't reach it. Hang on. We gotta put this gate up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll stand on the tailgate. Thank you. Come back another couple of feet.
You called me Munchkin. Is that what you did in the first place? You just stood up on the truck and did it?
Yeah.
Help!
I need more slack.
Flag, that's what I thought.
Helping you get your rhythm.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Anything for you, brother.
At least give me a reach around, for heaven's sakes.
Okay.
Wow.
That's good. Let's leave it there.
That's why I say, Paulie, well, why didn't you ever come out here with us when we go?
Sorry, guys.
What's going on here, man?
So these are our game camera systems. This system is from a company called Cuddyback, and it's a Cuddy Link system. And so the way it works, most game cameras, you have to have a cell phone card in each camera for it to be able to send the footage back to your home. Or the other style is they just have an SD card and you come out, change the card out, you take it home and you see what pictures are on the card. This is kind of a combination of both. So it has a memory card and it stores all the photos, but it also has a Wi-Fi attachment, and at our gate we have the main unit, the main link. It links with every other camera that's on the place, and it sends it in a group several times a day. I think once it gets like, I think you can tell a different amount of pictures, like 3, 5, 10, 20. Once it gets so many pictures, then it sends them in a group through Wi-Fi up to that main camera, and then it cell phones it or sends it through the cell signal to me or to an email. It actually emails and texts. So this camera's in a great location. It's been watching this for years, but the net of the pig brig keeps it from being able to see that motion well. I had a hard time seeing that we had pigs in it just a couple days ago. So we're gonna move its location so that it's a little bit higher up and gets a better angle on the trap to get that motion that's in the trap. I don't want the pigs, but I don't want them to suffer either. And so I don't want them to be in a cage for days without water and die of dehydration. I just don't want that. So we want to be as ethical as we can, but we also want them gone. So we're going to move this so we can see them. They have different mounts for these things. This is the most simple one, but this one does not have the pivot on it. So I've kind of got to think about how I want that to sit. That's pretty straight. Just like Polly, pretty straight.
Mostly.
Mostly straight.
Semi?
Mostly. Semi-professional amateurs. So originally I wanted to build the house right here. And part of that reason why was this pecan tree. This pecan tree right here is my favorite pecan tree on the entire place. You know, rumor is my great-grandfather planted it in remembrance of a dear friend. There's names for all the pecan trees on the place, and I don't know all the names. I wish I knew the name of this old pecan tree. It is hundreds of years old and is in dire need of some help. And we had the county extension agent out 3 weeks ago, and he's talking to the arborist, the state arborist about it. He took lots of pictures and some samples, and but this tree right here is my favorite. If I'm correct, the name of this tree is Fernando. But just the shape of that tree, that's what a big old pecan tree should look like. I mean, it's beautiful. My original thought was a house right there, and several picnic tables, and just benches underneath that tree and some swings, just so that all the kids and grandkids could play under it. That doesn't mean that that's the only beautiful tree on the place. We've got several big trees down there close to the water, and that's kind of the reason why I picked down there. There's going to have more shade than just this one spot once we clear all this out. So anyway, I love all these big old pecan trees. You made fire! On fire!
This thing's working really good, chopping out trees, but you just gotta watch these lines over here. They're kind of in a sensitive location, so if a tree leans up against it, you can loosen up a fitting. You gotta be real careful. But I think we were losing a little bit of fluid. I just topped it off a minute ago because we have a couple slow leaks on the machine, but so far we've cleared probably about 1/4 of an acre. Just keep rolling. The goal is to get this whole swath cleared before the end of the day.
What do you need the strap for?
So, shade tree mechanic trick. This tire popped bead, and you need a lot of pressure to put the bead back on, but if you put pressure in the center of the tire, it pushes the bead out. I'll go hug every single one of these trees.
With your backhoe.
Right? I know we're supposed to have all the content and even film the things that don't go so well. Old equipment just doesn't go well. My back hurts today. Damn, it's not near as much fun. It's just showing really cool content. So I'm sorry. Everything doesn't always go perfect.
Tell them what we're cooking today, Rooster. That's right, Rooster. We're making ham and cheese sandwiches with chips on them. I love looking here at Talbot Lake. I like eating the sandwiches. I like cutting the trees. I like doing all the things. And sometimes I poop my pants.
We thought we got skunked. but Tucky finally snagged a perch, and the perch snagged him.
Think this changing is strong enough?
Nope.
So Kenny and I have been sitting up here thinking about what new businesses we're going to come up with. And I have this great idea for doing air fresheners that aren't on all the time. They only come on telepathically. So it's a telepathically controlled air freshener. It makes sense if you think about it. I have the shorter link on top and the longer two links going to the. Is there anything in the descriptions about that?
Looks like we're building a fort in the log.
Yeah, that's what it shows.
No, right.
You go swimming?
With the firewood.
Did.
Sit in my chair after you
I
swim?
sure did.
Is that why my
And I
chair's wet?
farted in it afterwards.
Is that why my
it's,
chair's wet?
It's wet and farty.
It's okay.
How far did like
I
fire?
peed on it to wash it off.
That's right. We took care of it.
I peed
Thanks.
on it to wash it off.
Appreciate it.
I'll leave you hanging, man. Anything for you.
Don't touch it
If,
anymore.
without friends,
Yeah.
who needs an
Did
imminent?
you touch my drum set?
Who needs an imminent?
Did you touch my drum set?
Who needs a friends like you? Who needs an enema?
You doing all right up there, Tucky?
Tucky, we have a son to do this. If he falls out, I could probably cushion his fall.
I got his son, but he couldn't even get a chain out of the bed of the truck. We don't want to put him on a tree.
Tucky was up there. Come
Yeah.
on.
Tuck, come back.
1 hour later.
Isn't that how she did it? In the tree hugger? She just grabbed a hold of the tree and started screaming?
I don't remember.
I do feel really close to this tree right now. Okay, is that far enough apart?
Take a load off, sir.
Take a load off, Fanny.
What do you think? We'll take a little bit. Well, why is it doing that? It's doing something weird there.
Yeah, we're missing a screw. No, it's pulled the screw out of it already.
Oh, that is quality.
High quality shit right there. Well, folks, I think that's the end of it for the day. We still have a little bit of fire going over here behind the camera, and I don't know how many trees we've cut down today, but I don't know, 200 small trees. This area over here, you couldn't even see this tree or the tree behind it, and you certainly couldn't see from one end to the other. And at least we can see from one end to the other now. We're still a couple of days worth of work out here, burning brush and clearing and doing all the stuff. Kenny has been a machine out here in the past both weekends, but all day today. We had a great day. We got our swing put up in the tree, so now we can kick back at the end of the day, and which we already have done, and swing and watch the sunset. Kenny and I went swimming for a little bit, but those guys with the camera were out fishing, so didn't see our big white bellies. Guys, I don't know what else to say. It's been a long day. We're super tired. My back has had enough. I stepped out of that backhoe earlier and twisted pretty good. But when you start to see the cabin, where the cabin's going to be in relationship to the lake, now that we finally started to get a little bit of view, it's all starting to finally come together. It's a dream come true. It really is, and I can't thank all of you guys for all the help. It's mind-boggling and just awe-inspiring on the help. I really appreciate it. We still got a bunch of trees to cut down. Some of this big pecan that froze in the snowpocalypse that happened in Texas a couple of years ago. There's one over there and one over there that died from the freeze and fell. I think they were probably already sick a little bit. War.
Big bass.
Somebody's shooting 22s and a bass just jumped. Some of that wood still looks like it's savable, so we're going to start looking into a sawmill. Kind of behind the scenes, we've been using a one of those Alaskan chainsaw mills. And that's a lot of work. It works, but man, it's a lot of work. It's kind of for the birds. So we're gonna start calling around and talking to some of these the sawmill companies, and not buy an expensive one, probably buy an inexpensive one, and see what we can do with that. Make some lumber. So I think that's about it. We're gonna head back to San Angelo and feed these guys some well-deserved dinner. See if I can make them fat. Guys, it's Memorial Day weekend, and this is probably going to be well after Memorial Day before you guys see it. But think about that. Think about what that means. So many people just think, hey, it's a 3-day weekend. Think about the guy. It's not about the veterans. We have a veterans events all over the place. I'm a veteran. Think about those guys. Remember, it's a memorial for those guys that gave the ultimate sacrifice for you. That's an extremely rare thing. Jesus did it. Just sacrificed himself for you, and all these men and women that go overseas and pay that price are doing it for you too, because they love you. And, just remember that. Pray for them. Think about them. And we'll see you next time. Have a blessed evening.